Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Cody Cox Presents. This week, it is The Soul Outside. I'm getting the title right. I believe she's the president CEO. She'll correct me in a minute. Ms. Melody McKinley joins us on Cody Cox Presents. How you doing, Melody?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. Glad you could join us.
Man, me too.
Tell us about what is The Soul Outside?
So The Soul Outside is a company dedicated to introducing, or inspiring people of color to go outside into nature as a way to heal, as a way to bring community together, as a way to, let your hair down and de-stress, that kind of thing.
So your organization, and make sure I got the title right, is the president, CEO, founder. I don't know what title you go by.
I would say I'm the founder.
Okay, good enough. As the founder of The Soul Outside, what type of things do you encourage as a company, then as an individual? Say, you're coming to town. How are some of the things that you push forward the credence of what Soul Outside is all about?
Okay, first of all, The Soul Outside is about people getting outside wherever you are. So you don't have to be in the Rocky Mountains. You don't have to be down in Miami in the Everglades. You really just need to start at home.
Okay.
Outside your front door, in your local park. And then from there, you can plan places further out. But until then, we encourage people to start right exactly where you live. Go outside and absolutely bring somebody with you if you can. If you bring a child, bring a pet, bring a neighbor, bring a senior, or just go outside all by yourself. But that's what we encourage people. Start at home.
Okay. So, but I also know that you in particular, but as a company, you plan events outside as well. Say I have a family reunion, or my company wants to do something outside and doesn't quite know what they want to do. How do you organize or pull those type of things together as well?
Okay, so what we do is we do specific events for our own selves. Like, we don't do anything for anybody else per se. Right now, it's just strictly for us. And we do things like we take people outside to bring them back to their childhood. So we do field day for adults. So
Okay.
We take field day across the nation. And what you do is you do tug of war and volleyball and kickball and all the things that you did when you were a child, just because so much of us in society, so many of us, we are focused on work, we're focused on paying the bills, we're focused on getting back and forth in traffic, we're focused on raising our family, but we don't really focus on ourselves, and we actually don't have fun anymore. So my thing is to go outside and do it. So we're going to go outside, we're going to have fun, and just like we did when we were in elementary school. So that's one of the things that we focus on. Another thing that we do is we do healing retreats and adventure retreats. And where we're starting is in Belize in December. So you would come to Belize and we would do local cultural immersion. We would eat local foods. We would do the history part where we find out all about the Mayans and how people lived back in the day. And then we'd also do healing work. So we would do detoxing and breath work and yoga and meditation and all of those things to help bring you back to who you really are at the core.
You hit something major. You said you want to take us back to do the things, or take us back to when we are kids. The issue is, some of us don't have that as a kid. Their childhood was playing PlayStation and Nintendo or whatever else growing up. So it's really introducing it to them for the first time in some cases.
That's right. We reintroduce, or inspire people to go outside. So yeah, I was one of those children. Like, I had half in front of the TV and then the other half outside. And yeah, I could quote every single movie line in some movies, but at the same time, my mother would say, hey, go outside. And I found most of my joy and a lot of my freedom and self-expression outside. So we encourage people to do that by any means necessary. So, you know how, like, Black people, this is for people of color. Let's just be honest. I'm focused on us. But we don't always come through the front door with the inspiration, right? You can't just say, hey, come on, let's go outside, because Black people are like, bugs. I don't want to get my hair wet. I don't want to sweat.
Right.
Do all these things. So you have to come in a way where it's going to be like, let me go ahead and do that. I don't care if I get sweaty. It's going to be fun. So you don't always want to just shove it down their throats. You want to, present it in a way that's inspiring them to think outside their normal barbecue and picnic, and then get them out to do something that they wouldn't normally do. And that's what I do.
What are some of those things? I mean, beyond the tug of war we saw for the field day, but what are some of the other things?
Okay, so some of the things, some of the things that I do are hiking, biking, kayaking, canoeing, camping, rappelling. If you want to jump out of a plane, I'm down. It's all of those things. And believe it or not, there's a very unique network of people of color that are doing all of those things that the Soul Outside is interconnected with. So let's say you want to go skydiving, but you don't have like that skydiving tribe. Well, I have the skydivers of color under the umbrella of the Soul Outside. And if you're a biker, then we have Black Girls Bike under the Soul Outside, or anything like that. There's a group of people looking for you to join them to do that. And I and my company are the catalyst to that, to help you find your tribe.
Sounds great. I know we had the opportunity to go hiking when you came here to Atlanta. We did the historic Arabian Mountain, which was superb and really did. It was refreshing to get out and take a walk. It was hot. It was hot, y'all. But it was cool. It was a good experience. We had a chance to talk, chit chat, just kind of relax and definitely do some reflecting. So when next time we come to Atlanta, we got to do Stone Mountain, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. And part of what I do are healing hikes.
Okay.
We've done them in different places around the country and in Belize. But the healing hike is where you go someplace you haven't normally been or don't normally go, and then you hike with a group of people, and on the way you talk about societal issues, things that you may be going through. You talk about life, you talk about nature, you point out things that you love and that you like and that you've never seen. And then that's on the way out. But once you start the descent, or when you start coming back, you talk about things in your life that you'd like to change, things that you want to release in nature, things that you want to leave behind, and then walk out of that nature, or walk out of the park, or walk out of wherever you are, and be free from whatever it is that was weighing you down before you went in. And that's part of what we do also at thesouloutside.com.
That's right. Hit the website. Soul Outside. Make sure you put the "the" in front of it, right? The Soul Outside. Thesouloutside.com. Check her out. See for some of those adventures and the opportunities. Tell us about the event you got coming up in Belize this December again.
Okay, so it's called Soul Camp.
Okay.
And Soul Camp is a combination of healing retreat and adventure mixed together. So you get a combination of yoga, an intense detox and mental detox from the stresses of the day and your work and your family and the whole thing. And then you get the adventure side when you get to swim with sharks and fish and swim at the Great Barrier Reef, the second longest in the world, and also try exotic foods and learn how to drum with actual African drummers right there in Belize. So, I mean, it's
how long is the camp?
1 week.
1 week in Belize. And they can get all this. So obviously the cost, have you set the actual week?
Absolutely. You can go on the souloutside.com under events, and you can find it there where you can purchase your ticket to go. And it's all inclusive except for airfare. That's on you, but everything else is on us.
Okay.
It's all included. Food, drinks, activity, lodgings, and just the joy that you'll have, the refreshing feeling that you'll have when you get back. It's all on us.
Okay. Now, I may do this. I'm thinking about it. I would love a trip to Belize, first of all, but I don't know. That sounds like a lot. I don't know about the swimming.
No, I'll give you the family discount. And then we'll go hiking, and we'll rappel down a waterfall. And again, like I said, we'll swim with sharks, and we'll snorkel. And we'll go to this beach where we'll find natural sea glass. And we'll make cool things out of the stuff that we find. It's going to be an amazing time. Plus, you'll get a massage or whatever other thing that you choose to have done. And because there are choices to this, and I think that you'll enjoy yourself. You should come.
Okay.
The souloutside.com has everything that you need. You should go ahead and look that up real quick. Like, just go ahead and lean over and get on there.
I'm definitely going to check it out. You all check it out. It's thesouloutside.com. with founder, Miss Melody McKinley. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Cody Cox Present Show. I really thank you for coming in. Like I said, I had such a rewarding experience. I was like, I got to get her on just to share the experience and obviously give the opportunity to others to share it as well. So again, y'all check her out. Her name is Melody.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Let me can I say something?
Absolutely.
Okay, so as I think people should just take a little bit of time to think about their childhood. When you think back to some of the times in your life that was absolute joy, you would oftentimes connect that with going outside. So moving forward in life, when you have just a little bit of time, it may be 10 minutes, it may be 20 minutes, doesn't have to be long. But what I suggest is to take that time, go outside, and really reflect on life, reflect on the things of the day, and leave them right outside before you go back in the house. So that's my tidbit. I want people to think about nature in a different way. It's not a sweaty, buggy place. It's the place where you release stress. It's the place where you get reconnected with the earth. It's the place where we all live. And in nature, we're all the same. And it accepts us just the way we are. There's nothing but love out there. And nature heals. So that's all I want to say. So thank you.
That was plenty, and that's the point. That's the whole point of it all. I appreciate you sharing your time with me.
All right, thank you.
All righty. Again, it is Miss Melody McKinley with thesouloutside.com. Make sure y'all check it out. You got one more thing?
Yeah, follow me on social media.
Okay.
So Facebook, I'm The Soul Outside. We have a private Facebook group, Soul Outside. On Instagram, Twitter, it's The Soul Outside _. So at The Soul Outside _ Facebook and Twitter. So thank you for that. I appreciate you.
You got it all from her right there. Thank you for joining us again. This is Cody Cox Presents, a presentation of Cody Cox Media. Till next time, I'll see you all.